Good morning, cyber traders. Happy April 18th, everybody. Good to see everyone. Good morning. Ken, good to see you. Dave, all right. Good to see you. Dana, good to see you. Mark Miles, James, Ken, George, David, good to see you. John, Rick, good to see you all bright and early, waking up. Nice and see you. Todd, good to see you. Fran, all right. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Old cyber traders. Hopefully everyone had a really good week so far. It is Wednesday. We are almost halfway through the month, maybe a little bit more halfway through. But overall, it was a great day yesterday. I'm going to go through some of those watch lists of what we traded, what moved pretty nicely. Some of you guys did really, really well. Listen, Monday I wasn't extremely impressed, and we know that by being in class. Mondays and Fridays, come back for the weekend, going into a weekend's always slow, but Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are hump day, and we had a pretty decent day on a Tuesday. I'm also pretty excited with today. I think there's a couple of interesting stocks that are moving. But the big thing that we got to always remember, everybody, that, the stocks that we find in pre-market, there were only a couple of them. I mean, I was pretty much done after pre-market, with some of the trades that we did. It was basically it. I mean, the CNAT was really, the big winner for me in the pre-market. But and then it kind of like just died after that. And we'll look at that. I know some of you guys did pretty well, but the Twitter and we had so many of them that did great. So let's go over it and then we'll go through the watch list. But just remember, everyone, I know we have a lot of new members here and a lot of people are watching this on Facebook and YouTube. Just remember, what we find in the pre-market, we always find new ones that will start up about 9:30. So you got to be in the trading room to see that. There are only about 2 or 3 of these that we find are pretty active, and the rest of them die. But then there's another 2, 3 of them that just come from nowhere. I guess people trying to hold their orders. All right, so let's go through those watch lists and do a couple of shout outs really quick. All right, first of all, let's look at the CNAT. All right, CNAT had a really good pre-market pop from 260 all the way to 380, and that one had a really nice move. So anyway, regarding about who traded it, we had a couple of people that did really well. Ken made about 26 cents. Marty made about 18 cents. Terrell made 15 cents. Andrea made a little bit over 46 cents. Just a little under 3,000 shares. There you go. Right around the 360. Let's give those guys a round of applause. Good for you guys. Way to clean up in the pre-market on that trade. Now, the other stock that did pretty well, that was a pretty good runner, Twitter. Twitter was really, really nice yesterday. Now, it's funny. Yesterday, I was on TradeStation. I did the morning meeting for them. They have their event that they do. And what happened was, at that morning, somebody brought up the Twitter trade. And you know what? Twitter gapped up pretty nice. And for some of you in here that were in the trading room, you know what? It was a great winner. It was a great mover, but it was a very fast-moving stock. One thing I loved about it, though, it did move pretty smoothly. It was kind of a little unorthodox than the way it used to trade. But you could see it had a nice little Fausto flag right here. Had some great shakes, which we talked about in Phase 3, and less in Phase 2 and Phase 3. And it worked out really, really well for us. So Twitter did really well for a lot of you guys. A lot of them made money. John made about 32. Bonino made about 38 cents. Steve made 51 cents. And by the way, Fernando, let's give him a round of applause. Fernando is a new student at CyberTrade University, okay? He made $1.51. It was his best trade by far since he's joined CyberTrade University. Most of and he had his entry right around the 29.50. Let's give a hit Fernando for a new trader that started up with us. A round of applause. Fernando, I told you, I said, guys, when we spoke, Fernando, I told you, just be patient with me and you'll get there, and good for you. I'm very happy you did really well. All right, another big winner we had yesterday was the Hertz the HTZ. Hertz had a great short, came down a lot. A couple other pops and some other ones. I'm just kind of bringing up some of the things that you guys missed yesterday. That one did pretty well on the short. HMNY was another stock that had a great pop early in the morning, 380 to 480. Nice little move right there. Cheap little stock in the VT was also a nice, great mover right in the middle of the day. Came from nowhere, actually. Very cheap stock, but this stock got decimated, kind of coming back a little bit after getting crushed. This is why day trading is very important. You know what? You keep waiting. Nothing's gonna. Maybe it'll come back tomorrow. 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 You know, when you owned it at 7, now you had 3. You're like, well, how much lower could it go? And then boom, thing goes away to 90 cents. And then you know how many people sold it at 90, and now that goes back to 160. Listen, you got to be a good day trader if you wanna learn how to swing trade and invest. You got to understand what happens over the course of the day. Anyway, I want to keep an eye on that VTVT trade. I want to definitely keep an eye on that one. All right, so let's go through the watch list because there are a couple of good stocks that are moving pretty nicely this morning. First of all, I want to bring up, everybody got their pen and paper? All right, let's get ready. SPWR, that one has got great pre-market trading. Stock's up 8%. It's up about $9. It's at $9 right now. It had a really nice push yesterday. You could see it. But she's going to be testing some resistance levels right around here. Good matrix orders right here. So you can see where the resistance levels already are due to the orders that are already being posted out there due to the high frequency trades, the institutions, the inside traders. So you can see the telltale windows already kicking in place. DCAR, another one right there, drop car right there. That one's got a nice little big move, up 33% so far. Stock's got a nice little push right here. Good spread, good volume, great orders. A lot of orders. Look at all those green orders. Not a lot of reds, a lot of greens. What does that tell you? Okay, read between the lines. MDGS. Another stock that's moving pretty nicely too. It's up 19%, 57,000 shares traded. It's got a nice little push. We've traded the stock before. Some of you remember we traded back here when the stock went from $1.20 to 240. You know, it's got some good move, cheap little stock. Let's see how she opens up, but she's got some really got some good volatility there. TLGT. All right, so that one up 13%. Another very inexpensive stock. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the resistance levels right here. If it breaks through this resistance levels, which is pretty much, it's almost there, right around 75 cents. If it does break it, look at the stock to go past, Rob, 410. It's already holding pretty good there on the pre-market. It's got a nice little push right there. I like that one. And last but not least, the KTOS. That one also gapped up pretty nice, up 6%. Stock's up, at 1160 right here. You got some good resistance levels. Iceberg order already at 1180, which is already, you can see it's having a tough time breaking it. You could see EDGX is somebody's already using that ECN to post that order out there. Let's see if it breaks out. Remember, guys, very important that we follow the matrix, the level 3 that we taught you in classes, because that is 70% of the volume. All right. So, and then I'm going to throw the VTVT. Now, remember, there's a lot of these stocks that are moving. Some of them not going to do anything, and we're going to find a bunch of new ones when 9:30 opens up. So, remember, just be careful the first 5 minutes because it does get it gets very volatile. And if you're not in your positions yet, then you probably want to wait until then. Now, did anybody else find anything that I missed out that I did not see? I mean, right now I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is pretty light for a Wednesday. By the way, you know what? And then also tax season, is over today. They extended an extra day. So sometimes it's kind of hard. Last things on people's mind is trading stocks when they got to worry about paying bills with their tax. But Lazio says, what about the RIGL? Big gap in pre-market. It's not, you could see it right there. Really nice move. It's got some decent volume, but it's only up 2%. So I don't know yet. I mean, it's testing some major resistance levels here. You could see right around there. Lot of orders out there. Lot of volume. Takes a lot to move it. Because our list is a little light, I'll throw it on there. Just to add to the list, but I would be a little skeptical right now. All right. I saw that Benito, a lot of the ETFs are doing really well. The USLV, let me just bring that up. A lot of the metals are doing pretty well. Remember, silver, you also got POSH, PAS, and there's a couple of them out there. Metals are doing pretty well. Like I said, when you hear what's going on in the global world, if there's any wars or any unstable in governments, metals are always at and they're doing pretty well. But Benito's already up 25 cents on that. Good for him. All right. Did you say TEUM? No, I didn't say Mary Beth. I didn't say that one. Don't forget gold. Yes, and I'm still waiting for gold to get back to 1900. Yes, I'll fix that, Benito. I have to fix my charts on that. Yes, I'll take care of that. All right, so anyway, so that's basically the list, guys. Now, very important, today at 3 o'clock, we are going to be doing a workshop at 3 o'clock regarding about level 3. We're going through a detailed workshop. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing a open house to recruit new traders. So if you're watching this on any of the social stations, whatever, feel free to register on our homepage or our website, or some of you want to invite some of your friends to kind of get them involved, or maybe just teach them, a little bit of what this is all about. Then remember, we do that on every Thursday. So we'll see you then. But don't forget, guys, if you're here a Cyber Group member, gold and platinum students, remember, you are going to, the new workshop this week is going to be on level 3, a more detailed version of it. So sit back and definitely be there and enjoy the training for that. All right, guys. Darwin, yes, it is free if you're for all Cyber Group members. Yes. All right. These are the benefits that you get when you're part of the Cyber Trading University team. Okay. No problem. All right, guys. Listen. Good luck today. I'll see you back at 2:30. Remember, for all you new members here, 3 famous words: look, listen, and learn. And I can tell you right now, you might be very confused, but just watch the traders. Look how they make money. Don't look at me. Look at them. And if this is something, if they could do it, you could definitely do it. And if you want to do it, talk to your education advisor, and I'll tell you how to move forward with it. But don't lose one of the greatest jobs in the world, because it does pay a lot, but you got to learn before you can earn. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading today.